Hi loves, this is Dina. Welcome back to my channel. This Mama Loves Disney. Okay, so this is part 2 of my quick cute craft, and we were working on altering Hello Kitty Valentines. Okay, and I had mentioned in the last video, if you haven't seen it, that there is a crease in the Valentine's cards, and I showed a quick way to get rid of the crease in the Valentine's cards. Okay, so really quick, here are a couple more options that you can do, and I'm going to just give you a brief, for people who hadn't seen the last video, I'm going to give you just a brief update of what I ended up using. You need a bone folder. You needed some scissors, and usually the smaller of the tips, not the large long ones. You're gonna need a hole punch with this one. We ended up using some of this opal glitter medium, a paintbrush, and the Valentines. Okay, so these are the Valentines. This particular Valentine cards right here were maybe close to like 65-pound cardstock or less. Okay, now we went ahead and we glittered all these up, and now that it's dry, we want to, the crease is going through the center, we just want to get the bone folder and kind of rub one more time, since we have the thick glitter on there. Just rub this one more time across the back. Okay, just like that. All right, now you're going to want to fold the opposite way that these are all folded, so that they tear apart easily. Being careful not to rip your images. Okay, so those are the thicker of the two that I used. Now these ones, look at, I don't know if you guys can see the saturation that ended up taking place, because you can see how this paper looks like it's a little warped. Okay, so on these ones, same thing, you're going to bend. Oh, sorry. You're going to go ahead and get your bone folder. And I didn't do the whole page. Let's see, -3 here, because those ones I may put through the laminator. Okay, so we have these ones. Fold them the opposite direction for easy tear. And look, you can see how the saturation worked on this one, okay? Because this is like super printer cardstock paper, okay? Super, super thin, guys. Okay. Well, let's grab this one right here. I'm just looking at, oh, let's grab this one right here, because I went ahead and did sweet too on there, okay? Alrighty. And I also showed how on the very backs, once you cut the image out, sometimes you have some extra little pieces on here, where this one is this little piece right here, and I showed how we backed it, not with glitter. We didn't put glitter on this. We put glitter on one, and one we left glitterless, and went ahead and cut it out on and put it on a piece of paper, so that you can't see the back of it, just like that. Okay, and you get your little small scissors. You just cut around the images. just like this. I didn't actually use the words. I just thought this last little set I would go ahead and cut a couple of the words out. So I went ahead and put a little bit of glitter on some of the words. Okay, so you just go around the edges. If you are great with scissors and you love fussy cutting, you know, and you want to go around the little whiskers, go for it. I figured I like more of a border, so I'm going to leave a colorful border around the edges, because I'm going to put it on 110-pound white cardstock. Okay, so you just go around the edges. Like this. Okay, and we're going to do one more. Let's go ahead and get this one. This is one of the ones I decided to keep the image on there because the little Hello Kitty was very small. Plus, I like that it said Hello Friend, so I thought that was cute. So I went ahead and kept this one too. Okay, so you just cut around. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. You just want to leave a little bit of a border. And if fussy cutting isn't your thing, this is definitely not going to be fun for you. I don't mind, personally. I don't have a problem with it. My hand does tend to hurt after a while, so I don't do a lot of fussy cutting. I'll do a lot at one time, and then I'll let my hands rest for a while and then come back to it maybe another time. Okay, so as I was saying on the backs, on this particular one, there's a little kitty right there. So I've been cutting out the little kitty. I've been saving them. So that's a little kitty. I did go around the kitties, and I ended up putting them on some just thin paper, and so that I can cut these out. Okay, so I'll show you what I did. So I ended up cutting them out like this so they have a backing, and like I showed you before, I ended up cutting out one of these little unicorns, and I put it on a backing, and I went ahead and cut that out as well. Okay, so I have these two little guys right here. What I decided to do is I decided to run them through my laminator. Okay, so I ran them through my laminator, and I got these little tiny charms. So what I ended up doing is I just poked, I got the 1/8 hole punch, and I just poked some little holes in here, just like this, so that I can make some charms. So I have a little Hello Kitty charm that I can add to any little crafting goodie that I want to add it to. Okay, so there are some little laminated pieces, so that's one thing you can do with it. And I'm just going to show you really quick. Do you guys see the difference in the paper? This is the super thin paper, and then this is the 65-pound paper. Okay, move this out of the way. Okay, so what I ended up doing too, also, I ended up just getting a couple of these images. I went ahead and used the bone folder like I had said. I went and creased it as like this, and tried to rub out that little crease that's in the center where you would bend the Valentines. Okay, and then I ran them through the laminator, and I ended up with a couple little laminated pieces. I only did 2 because I was curious to see how the crease would show up, and it still shows up a little bit, but not too bad. And I ended up just using a little hole punch because I thought, how cute would this be? You can put like a key ring through here. You could put a little chain through here. Oops, got that backwards. And you can make this a charm. Just like that. So you can make it into a little charm. I mean, you could have did it, you could do it higher if you wanted to. And I only did 2 of these because I was just curious. And I want to point out, when you go to cut this, you're going to have like a kind of a little small little bubble going around the edge. You definitely want to cut around that little bubble that's going around the edge, okay? Because if you cut into that little bubble, it will peel apart, okay? So there's some little laminated charms that you can use to hang on something. Then here is a bunch of these little pieces right here. These ended up being perfect with the glitter, the little glitter medium on here. They ended up coming out perfect. So you can use these and put them right onto different projects because this is such thick paper. They work perfect, okay? Now, for the ones that came out looking like this, what I ended up doing is I just got 110 pound cardstock, just like this. And here's a sample. I'll show you how I did it really quick, super fast. So all I did was just go around the edges. You want to go around the edges, but you don't want to get to the close to the very edge. You want to go just a little bit inside that edge. And the reason being is you don't want the glue to come out so much around the edges. Okay? You just find a spot. What I ended up doing, because I had cut out so many at one time, I went ahead and laid them out, because you definitely want to have a border, some of this white border in between each of these little images. Just get a bone folder, any kind of bone folder, or like I said before, a gift card would work. And you just go ahead and rub it. I'm just thinking right now, I don't know if I told you gift card. Because I recorded this before and it didn't work out. So yeah, so you just go ahead and rub it just like that. And then once you have them all on there, all you do is you want to get some larger scissors that have the larger piece, the larger cutting area. Sorry, I'm making a mess. You just want to go ahead and just cut through. And be careful for the areas right here that are really close, because you just want to make sure there's enough of the white to go for each of those 2 images, but you would just go ahead and cut around there. All right. And then once you get those all cut, like I said, you'll end up having a bunch of these little images that you can use for so many little crafting ideas. I mean, so many crafting ideas. So you have the borders, and I love these ones that I ended up getting at Dollar Tree. They're really super thin, but I loved them because they look like they'd be so perfect for birthday. These ones with a little star, you could probably use those for Christmas. I mean, I know they don't have Christmas colors, but I guess knowing me, I would probably experiment and see if I can use some alcohol markers and put alcohol markers and make that a different color. I mean, that's always a possibility. You can always see if you can change the color before you even put the glitter on as well. But these images are just so cute and just so bright and cheerful, perfect for summer, especially the one with the little ice cream here. So you have all these, and look, you can tell that after you get it on there, it ends up looking similar to the thicker cardstock. See, it ends up being perfect. So that is another one of your options. Okay. And then you also, I ended up picking up this sticker paper, and I ended up getting it on clearance at oh my gosh, Hobby Lobby. I couldn't remember where, sorry. And so you also have the sticker paper that you can go ahead and glue the images onto. And I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it is really, really hard to see this seam. Once you get them glued down, or once you get them glittered and you get them glued down, it is really hard to see the seam. You really do not see the seam. So you can go ahead and cut these because it's on sticker paper. I made my own sticker sheets. Okay. Then also, once you have all your images cut, oh, another thing too, if you wanted to, you can get a paper clip if you wanted to for some of the ones that actually have, the ones that already have the, sorry, I'm looking to see if I have any paper clips because I was going to show you really quick. I don't think this will work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to, just so you can get a visual. Okay, so say you have this little one right here, and if you wanted to cut out, you can either punch out some little hearts. You could, oh, wait, I wonder if we can use this. Let's see. This might be a thought. Let's see. Okay, we're just improvising, guys, okay? Because these little paper clips that I have sitting here already have something on it, and they're pretty thick. Let me see if I have ones that are thinner. I do not. Huh. I do not see any paper clips really close to me. I apologize for that. This just came to me right now. But what you could probably do is just get a paper clip, just like this, put it on the back with the ones that have the lamination on there. And then, I don't know if these are too small. They might be too small, I don't know. But you could just peel off one of these little hearts and then put the paper clip, you can actually glue the paper clip first and then peel one of these little hearts and put the heart right over it. Or you can get some little, if you have some little hole punches that have little circles or hearts, you could put the heart right over there and you can make a little bookmark. Just a cute little bookmark to put inside your planner or, you know, for your bills or whatever you'd like it for. Because, I mean, I know we all love Hello Kitty, but you don't really find Hello Kitty bookmarks or paper clips or any of that kind of stuff. So it's always fun to be able to make those kind of little goodies. Okay, so I also had some pieces that were already cut out. I just had some little scallop, I mean not scallops, but doilies, I guess you would say. And so this is one. This is how I ended up gluing it on here. I glued it on here before I actually added it to the white backing. So this is just the thin piece, and I went ahead and glued it onto this little doily, and then I just went around the edges and added some glitter to it to match. So this can always go in the middle if you wanted it to. This can always go in the middle of a wand if you wanted it to. And then another thing you can do is you can get some ribbon, and you could probably, there's some ribbon just sitting here, some random ribbon, so you could probably get some ribbon depending on how fancy you wanted to go around, and put some ribbon and do some loops all around, and then put this right in the center of all the loops. Sorry. Put this in the center of all the loops to make part of a wand if you wanted to. And you can do all different colors. So you see that there are a few different colors in here, and you just do different colors going all the way around, and you just glue it in the center. And then once you have it all glued down, you can just go like this, and then you have these little loops that are sticking out for the outside of a wand. Okay, and then, like I said, I had a bunch of these little tags that were already cut out like this. And so I went ahead and just put the images on here just to see what they would look like. And there's a couple. And then you can also dress up the tags a little bit more. And then what I ended up doing, like I said, I had some of this extra ribbon that just happened to be sitting here. So I went ahead and slipped it through the little hole right here. And then I decided to put a little rosette right here at the top. And so here's another rosette, one of the Timmy's rosettes. So what you could do, the same thing again, I'll just walk you through it really super quick. You just get some ribbon like this, and you go ahead and cut it. So it has, I'm just going to do points like that, okay? And then we're going to slip it through. Slip it through here. And I hope I'm on camera. Okay. Slip it through like that. And we're going to add just a little bit of glue just to hold it in place. Probably going to get glue all over my fingers right now. But we're just going to rub it in there and leave it in place. Like that. Get some double-sided tape. Like this. I already have a bunch of these little rosettes already made. Just grab a little rosette like that. Rub some double-sided tape on there. Let's get the little plastic piece up. I mean, not plastic, the little paper piece up. Like that. And let's go ahead and put it right over there, just like this. And then I think would look cute is I just happen to have these already cut out. It says hugs. And let's just put some of this on there. You're probably I would say you're probably better off using a glue gun for this particular idea. And you know what? Let's put it on this one because this one is bigger. And you can just put the hugs right there. Just like that. I want that to be cute on the top of a package. Or you can always gift this to somebody and let them put it on, you know, one of their projects. They can gift it to someone. So you can do that. And I thought those were just a couple cute ideas of how to use some of these. And I mean, there's tons of ideas you can use these for. I mean, you can use them for stationery. You can write a letter to someone, and you can put this one in the top corner and one down at the bottom, and then write your little note to a pen pal. For people who don't have a die cut machine, this is perfect. This is a perfect way to have some images that you can decorate some of your crafty, you know, items with. These particular images just happen to be way too big to put in the middle of a rosette. But if you do have some rosettes that are smaller, that are bigger, that are larger, I'm sure you can fit it right in the middle of a rosette, see? And then there's the smaller images if you wanted to put it in there. And you can probably go, if you don't like just the white, you can go around and ink the edges. You can also glitter them if you wanted to. You know, just go ahead and glitter the images if you didn't want to glitter the whole entire thing. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. This one right here that I had just put a little bit of glitter on, if you wanted to. You can just go ahead and put that right there. That says sweet, just like that. And then you can put something else in the background. You can put a heart, whatever you want, and just add that. So yeah, so those are some of the ideas of what you can do with these Valentine cards. Just alter them and make them your own. And there's just so many little fun images. I mean, they don't necessarily have, of course, don't have to be Hello Kitty. There are so many different images out there, and so much fun. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and spending some time with me, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.